the European Table Tennis Union. Mrs. Sandra Ditton, Vice President for the Finances of the European Table Tennis Union. Mrs. Sonia Grefberg, Vice President of the European Table Tennis Union. Mrs. Ina Josepsone, Vice President of the European Table Tennis Union. Mrs. Beatrice Romanescu, Vice President of the International Table Tennis Federation.
Witamy serdecznie naszych gości. Są z nami pan Paweł Ryc, dyrektor Departamentu Marketingu Enea Spółka Akcyjna, pan Łukasz Nowak, prezydent miasta Tarnobrzega, pani Katarzyna Kubas, ITTF Head of Development, pan Sławomir Czwal, dyrektor oddziału rzeszowskiego totalizatora sportowego, pan Konrad Cholewiński, przedstawiciel grupy kapitałowej Siarkopol. Witamy bardzo serdecznie. Proszę Państwa, 84 zwycięstwa, tylko 19 porażek. Taki jest bilans meczów podopiecznych trenera Zbigniewa Nęcka, naszej drużyny KTS Enea Siarkopolu Tarnobrzeg w swoich występach w Lidze Mistrzyń. Dotychczas tarnobrzeski zespół triumfował w tych elitarnych europejskich zmaganiach czterokrotnie. Było to w latach 2019, 2022, 2023, ale także w roku 2024. Srebro nasz zespół zdobywał w roku 2016 i 2017, natomiast brązowe medale w roku 2014, 2018 i przed rokiem. Drodzy Państwo, to już 7. raz w historii, kiedy KTS Enea Siarkopol Tarnobrzeg zagra w wielkim finale Ligi Mistrzyń. 84 zwycięstwa, jak wspomniałem, w ciągu 12 sezonów. Łącznie to 103 mecze w Lidze Mistrzyń. Wyjątkowy był sezon 2022 na 2023. Podczas tego sezonu nasza drużyna wygrała bowiem wszystkie 10 meczów i to po 3-0, 6 spotkań grupowych, a także 2 mecze zarówno w półfinale, jak i w wielkim finale. Zawodniczki trenera Zbigniewa Nęcka rywalizowały oczywiście już w każdym z uczestników pierwszego w historii Final Four. Z drużyną berlińską, którą nasza ekipa, jak wiemy doskonale, pokonała wczoraj 3-0, KTS ma bilans 5 zwycięstw i 5 porażek. Także z pozostałymi finalistami, oczywiście z drużyną francuską Metz, nasz bilans to 5 wygranych i tylko 1 porażka. Miejmy nadzieję, że dzisiaj ten bilans będzie jeszcze bardziej wysublimowany i będzie korzystniejszy. Pragnę w tym momencie powitać bardzo serdecznie. Jest z nami również pani Teresa Kubas-Hul, wojewoda podkarpacki. Panie wojewodo, serdecznie witamy.
KTS Enea Siarkopol Tarnobrzeg won ETTU Champions League Women 4 times in 2019, 2022, 2023 and 2024 and was runner-up in 2016 and 2017. Metz Tennis de Table was runner-up in 2023 and 2025. For 5 minutes, we will start the presentation. big final of the ETTU Champions League Women Final 4. Metz Tennis the Table from France versus KTS Enea Siarkopol Tarnobrzeg from Poland. Let me introduce you match officials. Referee Francesco Nuzzo from Italy.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the ETTU European Table Tennis Union Champions League Women Final 4, and it's the final day of the Final 4. We have two left.
And now, let me A teraz powitajmy wielkimi brawami klub z Tarnobrzega. Let me introduce you Table Tennis Club Enea Siarkopol Tarnobrzeg from Poland. Coach Zbigniew Tęcek. Magdalena Sikorska.
And amazing support from the home team. We are in Poland. We're in Tarnobrzeg, and this is KTS Enea Siarkopol Tarnobrzeg, the official women's team of this city. Welcome to the southeast of Poland. It's a beautiful sunny day. We've been down by the lake, and everything is set for a wonderful final. So a glimpse there of He Zhou and Han Ying. They'll both be appearing today for the home team, who are not the holders. That goes to Berlin East Side, but they were knocked out yesterday by the hosts. And so we have a final here between Siarkopol Tarnobrzeg of Poland, the champions of Poland 23 times, and Metz TT from France, who are, one of the greatest teams in Europe, 4 times European champions, and it's going to be a great final for us now. The first match will be between Goda for Metz, and for Tarnobrzeg it will be Han Ying. So European number 5 Han Ying against the world number 20 rising 18-year-old star Goda. Can't wait for this. Delighted to have with me Matilda Ekholm, Swedish champion 7 times, Olympian, and a great player in her own right, now playing in the United States. And what do you make, Matilda, of this first match coming up?
Colin, thank you for that intro. It's going to be exciting to see. Goda has never played against Han Ying before. Those of us who have played against Han Ying, we know that the first time is a bit of a...
Yeah, a puzzle.
Puzzle. That's a good word, yes. Han Ying is not the traditional kind of chopper that gives you a lot of time and where you get to dictate. she's taking control of the game pretty early on, usually. Aggressive chops, mixing backspin, no spin. So let's see. I know Hannah can be quite eager. Let's see if she can read the spin right. Then we know that she has a lot of power. So that's gonna be her best bet to outpower Han Ying. But let's see if she can.
Thank you, Matilda. Great to have you alongside me. So, great crowd today. Home team, I think, demanding nothing less than a victory here on Polish soil. And Han Ying taking her time, but now into the court. And umpires doing the coin toss. And Han Ying has chosen the other end of the table. Interesting. We saw that yesterday as well, that the players sometimes were choosing ends quite deliberately, so they wanted to start and finish at a certain side of the table. We see there some of the the European Table Tennis Union officials. Great to have them with us. Thank you for all the work on the organising committee to make these events happen. And it's been a brilliant weekend here at the Final Four of the ETTU Champions League Women. Hannah Goda, you can just see, really consistent and really powerful. Han Ying probably going to go away from the table some of the time. And it's going to be a great attack versus defense, but both players can switch tactics. And Matilda, we have Hannah with the same rubbers on both sides, but not Han Ying.
Yeah, that's right. Han Ying is using short pips on the backhand side, which she used to chop, and she can mix it up pretty well. You're gonna see a lot of no spin. If you can put pressure on her backhand side, then her chops are typically no spin. But the first chop is very often very heavy backspin. So it's not easy to read. And then if you go over to Han Ying's forehand, she's going to use her forehand chop. And that's really, really heavy. So let's see how this goes.
Great. Thanks, Matilda. So Han Ying to serve for Tarnobrzeg, and immediately goes into defense mode, and Hannah taking her time to begin with, but attacking when she can. And the very, very first point, we get a little touch at the net cord that helped Han Ying to take that one. Good rally both. The team news is that Metz are going to follow Hannah Goda with Adina Diaconu, the Romanian international, who has played, however, for Metz for 5 years. And then the third match, Charlotte Lutz played yesterday, but today it will be Maria Tailakova, Masha, who is going to play the independent athlete. She's going to be playing the third match. On the Tarnobrzeg side, Han Ying will be followed by the wonderful, always smiling, He Zhezhua of China, and they'll be followed by Monaco's Yang Xiaoxin. So some really, really high-level play. An indication of the strength of these squads is that Metz have dropped the European #8, Charlotte Lutz, and Tarnobrzeg have dropped the European #10, Yu Fu. That's how strong this match is.
Yep, high level. Yeah, that's exactly how Hannah needs to play. She see the no spin chop and go for it, and if she can find the right angles and have Han Ying move, then she has chances to win this match.
Yeah. So the ball a little bit higher, and not, as you say, no spin, so float rather than chop or empty of spin. When Hannah sees it correctly, and there's a little bit of height on the ball for sure, she's going to be swinging that ball around really fast. Yeah, so a happy Anna Goda, cries of joy early in the match.
So far, she's reading the backspin, no spin chop from the backhand side really well.
Yeah, and never having played her before, she'll be a little bit reassured that she is reading the spin quite well so far. Down the line. Smile from Han Ying. Nothing she could do about that. So Han will have to just tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, I think she's impressed with the speed and the power from Hannah.
It's a let service, they'll take that again. So this match, best of 5 games between these two women. And between the two clubs, it's best of 5 matches. So it's the first woman to get to 3 games wins. And it's the first team to get to 3 matches wins. A strong Polish crowd here at the Club Tenisa Stołowego. Sarah Danut and Charlotte not playing today, although it is possible that the coach could put them in for the very last match if it goes to a sudden death.
Yes, that's right. You can switch the position too for whoever's sitting on the bench.
Well, clearly Hannah's done her homework. She's taking it nice and slowly and then picking her off.
That's really, really impressive. It's not easy to do. She's looking for that no spin chop and then going all in.
Fast service. But a 4th ball of the rally. Hannah's forehand, first forehand there. Incredibly hard. Wow. 6 game points. And that's the start that Metz TT wanted. No answers there from Han Ying. Clearly, Hannah has done her homework. She knows what's on the ball, reading the spin well. And a forlorn Polish crowd looking for these women to take the title of Champions League women.
Yeah, pretty early on, Hannah tried to play fast topspin after Han Ying had made a forehand chop, and the ball went straight into the net.
Yeah.
And after that, she hasn't really gone for the forehand side, which has worked out really well for her because she's clearly reading the short pips really well.
Yeah, there's a good example. That backhand down the line, maybe the highlight of that game in terms of backhand strokes. Heavy forehands as well. And Loïc Belchuis, the Metz coach, has been there since 1998, I believe, building this team over decades. And he's delighted at the moment. Off screen, he's now sent Hannah back. He's taking a bit of a swig of water to calm down. So the French coach doing a great job building and maintaining Metz at the top of the European game.
Heavy backspin there.
So Hannah didn't read that one. That'll make her think a little bit.
No, the first chop is quite often very heavy, so you have to look out for that.
Yeah, that looked heavy. Also. Yeah, so Han Ying decided to come in with maximum backspin at the start of this second game. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, little error.
Yeah, Hannah handling it really well there. You see that it's so heavy that it's vibrating, and she just puts it on the table, nothing special. she's back in the rally.
So a nice heavy backspin start for Han Ying, but what I'd say is at her level, probably disappointed with a couple of errors there.
Yeah, I'm guessing Han Ying was not really ready for the speed and the power of Hannah. She seems like she's not quite yet found her rhythm. Sometimes though the choppers, they need a little bit more time.
Yeah, to read the ball, get used to the conditions, know exactly how far back they should go against a particular opponent. And there's just a couple of missed forehands which we didn't see in the first, so nice variation now from Han Ying. So after the very, very heavy backspins, gets Hannah to lift the ball, and then when she plays no spin, Hannah's overlifting.
Exactly.
Good use of massive variation. Yeah, nice work with the backhand. Well played, Hannah. So nice topspin from Han Ying, but didn't really recover from the block. That's heavy, heavy. So heavy, took the ball off the end because the ball shoots off your back when the ball is very, very heavy backspin. On that occasion, took it long off Hannah's bat, not just down. Steady play again.
Yeah, that's not a shot that Han Ying will typically miss, so clearly she's a little bit stressed here.
Yeah.
It's one of her best shots, I would say. Han Ying has won very many medals in Europe and in the world. She's Olympic medalist, world champion medalist, and 3 times winner of top 16.
Wow, is it 3? Whoa. Still playing unbelievable table tennis at the age of 43 years of age. Scream from Hannah. She just puts that backhand off the end. Yeah, and Han Ying, fresh from bronze medal with Germany at the ITTF World Team Championship Finals in London 2 weeks ago. So yet another medal for Han Ying. Today, she'll be looking for gold. You can see the side spin that Han Ying's sometimes putting on, mixing it up. Sometimes there, sometimes not. You can hear the stamping of the feet as they try to get exactly in the right position, get the weight on the shot. both teams on their feet. It's a big Nia. Nashek there. Just encouraging Han Ying. 7-5 in the lead now.
Yeah, Hannah's lost a little bit of her momentum, not really finding those no-spin shots anymore.
That's so heavy. And I love the way she cuts across the ball, which means the ball's kicking away from the right-hander's forehand. Makes it even more difficult to lift the ball.
Yeah. Because Hannah's first topspin was not so fast, then Han Ying had a lot of time to do that.
Oh, what a great rally. Both players having the advantage at certain points. Great recovery shots from both players. The crowd are liking this. Magdalena Sikorska looking on, Polish international for Tarnobrzeg. Not playing in this match, although she may appear later. That's a float ball, I think. Oh, good topspin return from Han. But Hannah's impressing me at the moment that she's receiving the attacks of Han Ying very well.
She is. And clever play on the last shot, playing the ball a little bit shorter, making Han Ying run into the table.
Just a little top edge, big smile and a nod from Hannah Goda. And I think we may have a timeout here. So 1 minute rest, get some drink, have a chat with the coach, update the tactics.
Han Ying is the one who's taken the timeout. Clearly looking to break the momentum of Hannah winning the last point.
Yeah. It's a little encouraging smile from Yang Xiaojin. And also Yu Fu, who's not playing in the match today. As we said, though, they may appear in the 5th and final match. Got some good innovations in this Final Four playing system. If a match between any 2 players goes to the 5th game, they play alternate serves up to 6. And they can replace a player for the very, very final match if it goes to 2 matches all. That's heavy. Yes, Hannah reading the float ball. Well done.
Yeah, impressive. First reading that heavy backspin and then starting over, finding that backhand chop and then going for it.
Just off the end, in the middle of that rally, Han Ying chopped it so hard that Hannah just had to wait for it and play a nothing shot and start all over again.
Yeah, she got a little bit eager there on the last one. I think she could have stayed in backhand. She tried to play down the line a little bit harder. I don't think she needs to do that.
Again, the heavy side spin with the short pimple. And that's such a heavy forehand. Again, so heavy. People sometimes struggle to understand this. So heavy that the ball goes off the end if you lift it enough.
Yeah, she has to lift it. And then sometimes, of course, she's going to misjudge a little bit.
Yeah. Amazing. The ball just kicks off the bat so quickly when the ball is heavily spun. So well done, Han Ying. 1 game point. Oh, and it's an edge ball. Takes it back to 10-all. Oh, Hannah, you're still in it. So she's got to make the best of her luck now. Went for the big one, but maybe too soon. Han Ying has game point again.
Yeah, that first chop, you have to be aware of that. It's so heavy. Then if you continue to the backhand side, it's going to be no spin most of the time, but the first one is so heavy.
Second game goes to Han Ying. It's 1 game all. And Han Ying has forced Hannah Goda to respect the chop and float and to slow down. And Hannah looking a little bit despondent, and Ying, look at the determination there. She wants to move on now.
Yeah, this is what makes Han Ying the legendary player that she is. It's she's always looking for solutions. First set didn't look too well for her. She changed her strategy a little bit, went with a few really heavy backspins in the early rallies, and had Hannah hesitate a little bit. She knows she needs to do something different because of the quality of Hannah's shots. It's the only way for her now.
Yeah.
She can't rely on just playing her typical backhand chop. She needs to do something else, and she's doing that right now. So
yeah. So very wise play. Hannah less than half her age, and every now and again you just get the feeling that the experience may just show. So Han Ying serving. There's the ETTU officials. And we're underway in the third game. Best of 5.
Yeah, that's the one she tried that twice now, and both times straight into the net.
And there Han Ying just looking a little bit more predatory there. A bit more confident. Wow, and the backspin is so heavy. The bat from Hannah is horizontal, and the ball shooting off. So Tarnobrzeg have the upper hand, I think, for the first time in this match against Metz. It'll be an interesting time, see if Hannah Goda is looking across to not only to Loic, the Metz coach, but also to her personal coach, Hisham Ismail, who's also here, looking after her progress. And the home crowd getting into it now. Yeah, good work from Hannah. She was in trouble, managed to survive, and then the ball came up.
Yeah. Han Ying had a really good forehand topspin there, but Hannah is always ready with the block. It's always, her hand is always up and ready for whatever comes.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Han Ying has won with a forehand topspin yet directly.
No, and that's not very typical, because her forehand counterattack is very reliable and dangerous, because it's always very deep, landing near the line every time, and has a little bit of a kick to it. But Hannah is a good blocker. We saw that yesterday too.
Yeah. So yesterday, Metz put out UCAM Cartagena of Spain, Spanish champions. 3 matches to 1. And then yesterday evening, Tarnobrzeg defeated Berlin East Side 3-0. Magdalena in the background. Zbeniev, the coach, just looking a little bit more easy. And refuses the backhand attack. And Hannah's never afraid to show some expression. And sometimes that's a good thing, I think. And sometimes it can be a bit risky.
Yep, yep. Again, we saw the sides being pushed from Han Ying, making Hannah miss the table entirely sideways, which is not something you see very often. Yeah, maybe getting about 7,000 revs per minute on the side spin.
Ball clipped the net, didn't get over. Point to Hannah.
Clever play there by Hannah, sticking to the backhand side.
Yeah, good power work from Hannah Goda.
Yeah, once she has Ying stepping back a little bit, chopping with the backhand side, she doesn't really need to change much because she knows it's no spin. And she can basically just keep going until she overpowers the backhand side. That's how good quality her topspin is.
Oh, nice work, Hannah. Got Ying away from the table and he wasn't going to give up on it. Kept her back. Previous shot, previous rally, I think, Matilda, that Ying won her first real point with continuous attacks. Oh, clever.
As a chopper, it's important that you do attack every now and then just to keep your opponent honest. Because it's one of the most uncomfortable things when the chopper attacks. Because you kind of have your distance that you like against the chopper, and then when they change completely, then you get thrown off.
Yeah, float backhand, but then followed up with a heavy backspin. Hannah having to think about it a little bit. Just clip the top edge of her octagonal bat. There was the first one, the second one, but the third one didn't middle it. Quite a long way off the end of the table. So the home side, 8-5 in the lead now. What we haven't seen so far is the backhand attack of Ying, which is very strong, but she's kind of chosen not to do it on a couple of occasions when she could have.
Yeah, it could be that she knows that Hannah has a good blocking game and counter attack.
Again, refuses the backhand attack.
Yeah.
Yes, and look at that, a smile from Ying, a look at the coach. Looks like she thinks she's nailed something. Pedro from the European Table Tennis Union, absolutely loving the action here.
And then we have the vice president of ITTF, Beatrice Romanescu from Romania.
So Beatrice, Pedro, Sandra and all the others seeing the fruits of all of their labour and the opportunities that they've managed to provide to these young women. Ying just staring Hannah Goda straight in the eye, just trying to gather a real understanding of what's going on behind Hannah Goda's expression. Well, she can't make the first game point. Nice backhand from Hannah. Loïc Belgerie there, Metz coach. Woo! Oh, and that's amazing. How many forehands did she have to hit to make that work? Unbelievable play.
Very, very high level.
I don't know how Ying got her last one back. In the end, she was overwhelmed, but wonderful, wonderful play from both women.
Yeah, that forehand down the line from Hannah was something special.
Yeah, a young Polish face there in the crowd. Hannah blocks again. So reliable on the block. Lovely variation, this time from Hannah Goda. She's the one that's making all the changes now.
Yes, she's pretty dominant now.
Out of shot, a big encouragement from Adina Diaconu, who's warming up. She'll be on next, playing against her Josia. Still game point to Han. And takes it. So a great attempted comeback from Hannah. But Han Ying kept it steady. In the end, takes that third game, 11 points to 9. 2-1 to the home team.
Very, very impressed by Han Ying. Somehow she makes it. It's really hard to understand how, because the quality of Hannah's shots is just amazing. But Han Ying, this is, like I said, this is what makes Han Ying Han Ying.
Yeah, and she wears the opponent down physically and mentally and emotionally, and eventually it attacks the spirit. But it's the variation that Han Ying is able to use under pressure, I think, which is keeping her in this match. And not only keeping her there, but now 2-1 in the lead. First match of this tie between Metz Table Tennis of France, champions crowned in France only on Tuesday. So they're French champions again, multi-times. And they're playing Han Ying's Tarnobrzeg, who are 32 times Polish women's national champions. Well, the crowd loving this. We expected a marathon, and it's in fact proving to be so. How close was that? But not close enough for Hannah.
For Hannah, I think it's important that she doesn't vary too much placement. She has a good chance to win when she sticks to the backhand side. When she tries too much difficult things, of course it looks perfect when it works out. But when you let Han Ying play on all her strings, it's really not easy. You kind of need some system.
So, timeout called, this time from the French corner, Metz TT. So they'll take 1 minute to regroup, get this fourth game back under control. Loic there. It's a mental battle, Hannah. That's what'll win or lose this game from her point of view. Would you agree with that, Matilda, if I'm reading it correctly, that for this match, if Hannah's mental approach and decision-making is strong enough, that she can win?
Yeah, I mean, I think she needs to be very strict with herself and not try too many different things. She needs to stick to where she's actually winning the points, which is fast and hard to the backhand shot. We saw the last 2 points now. She's trying to go do something to the forehand side and mixing things up too much. For sure, every now and then she needs to change something, but statistically, she's winning the most to the backhand side, and that's where she needs to stick.
Okay, so a patient Hannah Goda returns to the table. Han, you can just see there, she's thinking very, very carefully again now about what might be slightly different to before with the new tactics after the timeout.
Yeah, she tried to go down the line with the backhand there, which wouldn't be perfect because Han Ying would have a lot of time for her forehand chop. She could have just played it safely to the backhand. She's getting way too eager now.
Yes, Hannah can't afford to get agitated because it's not a game that you can rush Ying. When the ball's there, yes, but it's hard to create it if it's not there. You have to be patient. Well, Hannah was patient, but didn't take the point.
Yeah, I'm really not sure why she keeps playing to the forehand side right now. Maybe she's getting afraid of the pips, I don't know, but in the first set, that's where she completely destroyed Han Ying.
And Ying twiddling the bat, serving with the black spinny side. And then reverting to backhand with the red short pips. Very, very different spins coming off the bat. And the locals love it. 6-1. Oh, lucky. Keeps Hannah in the game. Why is it that nearly all players think that nearly all lucky shots go against them? Doesn't feel like 50-50. Wow. So Hannah just played a slow roll and the ball just dropped onto the table. Unfortunately, not beyond the net. Good return of serve from a fast kicker service.
Well played.
Yeah, even Han Ying couldn't make the footwork for all of those.
The thing with the short pips chopper is that if you can play the first one really quickly to the pips, it's almost always going to be no spin coming back, right?
Float return, yeah.
But if you play the first top spin a little bit too slow, you give the chopper a lot of time. They can switch it up and put a lot of backspin or side spin on it. So that's why I'm saying Hannah needs to put a lot of pressure on the backhand side.
Yeah. Wow. Well, a packed stadium here. And the home crowd are very, very appreciative and pleased that they're winning.
Yeah, it's not easy to play against somebody who's not missing.
So Han Ying going for first big forehand topspin in a while. Countered loop. Not quite. Just steadies herself again. Hannah at 4-9. Always a danger. Well, I thought that was backspin. Hannah thought it was backspin. And Han Ying knew that she'd played no spin. Absolutely terrific disguise. Wow, there's the big smash. There we have it. First match goes to Han Ying, 3-1. They shake hands with the umpires. And
Impressive.
KTS Enea Siarkopol Tarnobrzeg are 1-0 in the lead. Han goes to shake hands with Loic Doshwiz. And Zbigniew absolutely delighted there with Yufu. Magdalena Herjo-Schwa, although she's thinking of the next match, where she plays Adina Diaconu in just a couple of moments. And you can see there, Polish coach, very excited, very keen and clear on the tactics for the next match. He's getting straight on with it.
Teraz łapiemy piłeczki wyrzucane przez tarnobrzeskie dzieci i młodzież i patrzymy. Jeśli na piłeczce ping-pongowej mamy cyferkę, no to zapraszamy po zakończeniu oczywiście ceremonii dekoracji tutaj do rogu, do świetnika po obu nagród. A jeśli Państwo złapali piłeczkę ping-pongową z autografem, będzie to tabliczka coś znaczy.
And now our volunteers throw you tennis balls signed by the players with the logo of this event. Of course, when you have number on your ball, you will have big prizes, and after our ceremony, it will be the prize draw. In the corner of our hall, we will give you the prizes.
A przed nami już powoli przygotowują się do drugiego pojedynku.
So the highlights there from Hannah Goda and Han Ying. Han Ying taking it 3 games to 1. Frustration for the Egyptian international playing for Metz TT, but it's Poland's Tarnobrzeg club who take the first match. First to 3 matches wins the ETTU Champions League Women. They came to a Final 4 yesterday. UCAM Cartagena and Berlin East side both defeated in the semi-finals yesterday, and that produces this final between Metz and Tarnobrzeg. And for Tarnobrzeg, we have there her Joshua, or Jaja, always smiling off court, or sometimes on court when she's training, and very polite and friendly. 28 years of age, number 40 in the world. She's playing against Enea Diaconu, the Romanian star, with her bronze medal still warm in her pocket from the World Team Women's Championship in London 2 weeks ago. So Enea knows that she's up against it, but needs to pull this one out of the bag. Teammate Hannah Goda unable to overturn Han Ying. So this becomes a little bit of a must-do for Enea in a very, very tough match for her. So the home team looking quite pleased so far.
Yeah, it's like I said yesterday, I think Soja is she's a lot stronger than number 40 in the world. I don't know exactly her form of today, but my guess is she would be a top 10 player if she were competing a lot.
Yeah,
that's how good she is.
Yeah, and they have played before, but not since they were cadets in 2012. On that occasion, it was a win for Joshua. But I don't think that's probably got a lot to do with what happens today. They're very, very different people now.
Beautiful counter smash from Diaconu. Good start.
Diaconu's played for Metz for 8 years. In the next match, Metz will be represented by Maria Tailakova, who's been playing for Metz for 5 years, grew up together with Enea, so they know each other really, really well, practicing together a lot. So that will be the next match. The question is, can Enea Diaconu pull it back to 1 game all?
So far looking good. She's covering the table really well.
Nice footwork. And there's a classic serve, little bit of topspin on it with the side. Ball comes up slightly, comprehensively dealt with, right into the body. Well played, Enea Diaconu. Encouragement for Joshua from the crowd. Wow.
Beautiful.
First one, I'd say, was a very nice backhand. The second one was a venomous backhand.
Yeah, impressive. So far, Enea has been able to do what the Germans didn't do yesterday, where you put a lot of quality on the shots against Soja.
Yeah.
And really deep, really wide, with a lot of spin. And That way you cannot power her, but you have to read the spin, of course, and the depth of Shoja's backhand, which is changing with every shot.
Well, perfect start for Metz.
Diaconu, she has quite big swings. She's quite tall. She can generate a lot of power. So when the timing is right for her, she's very dangerous.
Well, again, she went for the big one, that time down the line. Shorter distance, therefore you need the top spin to get it over the net and back down on the other side. Didn't quite work out on that occasion. And her Zhuozhia just steadying herself before starting her two services. Well, I think that was the right thing to do from Adina.
Absolutely, yes. Slow opener. Adina just have to not go too far from the table, because with the pips, most of the time, the ball is not that fast or long, even though she can actually punch sometimes too, which is what makes Shoja such a strong player.
Indeed. So Ying looking concerned, thinking about the tactics. What are they going to say to her Zhuozhia after the first game? It might be well done after the comeback, but Adina's still keeping the pressure on. Sarah Danut, been playing for Metz for a very, very long time. Also played for other French clubs. I'm not selected for this match so far, but we'll see. If it goes to 2 matches all, the coaches can nominate a change of player. And that's the short pimple on the backhand, or is it that the long pimple?
That's the long pimple.
Yeah, thanks, Matilda.
I think that's a good strategy. Push long to backhand or middle, have Shoja open, and strong counterattack. Just needs to not go too far from the table.
Yeah, good work.
Well played.
Yeah, I think she was forced back a little bit, but she's coping well.
Yeah, she's moving really well today.
See how hard it is for a top player to stay on balance when you're playing a top Chinese superstar that's trying to get under your elbow, out wide into the angles, and change the direction at the very last minute.
Good variation there, going to forehand.
Well, that's the one you called, Matilda. Long push to the backhand. Let her open up and then counter.
Diaconu was a little bit late on that one. She could have slowed down.
Maybe excited, 3 game points up.
Yeah.
Ooh. Did the bat hit the table there? I think it did. And that was enough to give Adina a well-deserved first game lead. And so the Metz stalwart played here a long time with Sarah Danut, also with Charlotte Lutz, who's not appearing so far today. And also she grew up with Masha, who's on next, Maria Tailakova. And Adina is no stranger to Chinese players. She played in the World Team Championships against China recently. And against France, she actually led 1-0-7-2 against Yuan Jianna of France. That was close, although she did lose it 3-1. So she's used to playing the top players, French, Chinese. So with a couple of errors from Ho Jiojia, we have the start of the second game about to commence. Adina Diaconu, one game in the lead. Here come Metz.
Yeah, solid performance from Diaconu. She's definitely not the favorite to win this match. Let's see if she can keep it up.
Well, superb first forehand attack, but just look at the early block with the long pimple from Jiojia. Beautifully controlled by the Tarnobrzeg player. Again, the backhand block, softer play.
Yeah, changing the pacing, rhythm. And that's where Adina traditionally has maybe her weakness, where she's struggling to change the stroke, to make it shorter and move into the table. If she can do that, then she has good chances here. But it's not easy when you never know where the ball is coming from the backhand of Shoja. Good placement there to the middle.
And hear the clapping of the crowd. Again, Adina going for the big one.
Yeah, she needs to do it sometimes, just to keep Shoja on her feet and cover the forehand side too, because then she can go back to the middle, where she ideally wants to attack.
So 2 forehand errors give the home team 5-1 to start to get into this game. Adina can't believe she missed that one. It's not easy.
Very good.
I love the backhand topspin down the line from Adina that set up the forehands.
Yeah, now she did exactly that. She changed the shot a little bit, shorter stroke, and then she had time to go down the line. Because the one before, she slowed down the game a little bit, instead of just going for it every time.
Good tactics, good variation. Well played, Metz. Pushing is so early and so aggressive. Oh, and at that stage off the net, impossible. Nothing to worry about there for Adina. Nothing she could do, just lucky for Jiojia. Good counter top spins. Great rally.
Yeah, Shoja is so good in those occasions when when she can see before. If Adina is loading too early, she can see it's coming across. And she's just there with her racket, and her timing is just impeccable. She can control the placement without much effort. Looks really, really easy.
Yeah, standing right up close when they're in training before the match, you just get a feel for just the sheer speed at which it all happens. The closer you get, the quicker it seems. Next match will be for Metz, Maria Tailakova, and for Tarnobrzeg it will be Yang Jiaozin of Monaco, who had maternity leave last year but returned to the table in November and has done very, very well in some feeder tournaments since. So we'll tell you more about that as to come, but that's to look forward to. At the moment, is this going to go to 1 game all? Lovely flat backhand hit from Zhuozhao. Well, little side spin takes the ball off the end of the table. 11-4. And the home team from Poland back in it at 1 game all. They're already 1 match up with a win for Han Ying over Hannah Goda. All to play for.
Yeah, this set, Zhuozhao looked quite comfortable. She could read the placements really well from Diaconu. If Diaconu can, if there is time, and she can choose the placement better, then she should try to go more for the middle. Right now, Zhuozhao is quite comfortable in both on the backhand and forehand side, placing the ball quite a bit just in the middle of forehand, middle of backhand.
That was the shot of the game from Diaconu, switching the ball down the line with the forehand. But in the end, her Zhuozhao, a little bit too strong, gets her back in it at 1 game all, best of 5. So after some pretty clear and determined feedback from Han Ying, her Zhuozhao turns up at this end of the table again. She's still talking about what she believes is the right thing to do, even to Zbigniew, the coach. So 1 game all, love all. Zhuozhao to serve. Crowd delighted that she takes the first point. Nice counter topspin.
Yeah, well played. I think Diaconu did the right thing, playing a slow one first. That one she could have kept going to the backhand, but I feel like she needs to trust that her topspins are really good. Now it looks like she wants to finish the point prematurely when she's not in position.
So timeout called. Loic Belchries wants to slow things down at the start of this. It hasn't gone according to plan. 3 points down. So an early stop and a timeout for Metz.
Yeah, Shoja is doing a good job at keeping Diaconu moving. She never knows where the ball is going to come.
So Adina and Loic, they've worked together for a very, very long time. Years and years. Adina not looking comfortable there. Got quite a lot to think about. Going to have to make some serious decisions about how to approach this match. I think if she does go for the slow topspin, she's got to get the ball long.
Yes, absolutely. If it's too short, then Shoja can just put too much pressure on the next one. Needs to go really deep. Like that one.
Yeah, so the idea is there, the intention is there, but Shoja just holding consistent at the moment. Oh, nice flick. Well, that one gets Metz off the 0. Again, just struggling with that slow, heavy topspin. Well, it's running away from Adina Diaconu here.
Yeah, the intention is there, and she's just a little bit late many times.
Yeah, she might do well just to keep trying to get the new tactics going, get into a rhythm. Maybe doesn't win this game, but from 2-1 down, wins the next 2 after this. That's good work.
Nice.
Both women playing well there. Shoja just very, very consistent on the backhand. In the end, the big one, again, backhand down the line, proving effective. Yu Fu looking on from the corner. Slow, heavy topspin that time from the home team player. Well, 8 points to 2. Bit of a turnaround from the first game. Not going according to plan for Metz right now. What do you do here, Matilda?
Adina has the quality. She just needs to get ready to play, not just 1, 2 shots. She has to be ready to play maybe 5, 6 times before the point is over.
Yes. So maintaining the attack over a period.
Yeah, wait for the moment. But again, it's not easy when you play someone who's moving you around the whole time, changing the pace, changing the placement, and spin, and just not missing.
Yeah. And that's a good summary of her Shoja in the third game, just not missing. Again, Han Ying very, very positive and definite. She knows what she wants, she knows what she likes, she knows what's needed.
If she feels like she cannot keep up the way that this match looks right now, she could try serving more long and then just kind of go for it.
Adina?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and hope for it to work out, like a little bit more like in the first.
Yeah, just open it up with some first serves.
It's a risky move, but it might be better if she's not able to keep up with 2 long rallies. Because Joja is just so good at the placement and taking the ball so early, she's not giving Diaconu any time.
So I think it's going to be Adina to serve first. Yeah, Metz to serve. Metz were champions in 2018, champions of Europe, semi-finalists in 2021-2022, finalists in 2023 and 2025. So they've been there or thereabouts. But in more recent times, Berlin and Tarnobrzeg have shared the honours, both 4 times champions. Metz just the once, but knocking on the door.
Really dangerous to step around and play forehand down the line. With straight into Joja's forehand.
Yeah, the early block across court. And she's used the timeout, so no breaks to rethink it. Adina Diaconu just has to think quickly and come back if she can.
That's a good serve, though. She needs to be more aggressive on the second shot.
Yeah, Adina's second serve of 2. She desperately needs this one. Backhand serve. Well, after the serve, decided to go for the long push backspin. And in the end, the change of rhythm made it work out.
This rally, it looked like she was ready to continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not over.
Right.
Just has to keep moving. Either that or really go for it.
And accept the rallies will be long.
Yeah.
Yeah, good deliberate play from both players. Well, I have to say, I feel like Adina Diaconu did Matilda exactly what you wanted her to do. And still, Jaja was just so solid and so strong. You just don't win them all.
No.
And frustration now for Diaconu. Jaja's missing nothing. And Adina's doing a lot right in getting no reward for it. Well, that serve was good enough. So what's the approach if you're Jaja now, just trying to play out what is a 2-1, 7-2 lead?
We'll continue with what she's doing. Moving Diaconu around. Not rushing. She doesn't have reason to. She uses her pips a lot. Change the placement, depth.
Wow. Nasty chop block from her. And then the rally continued afterwards. I have to say, Adina has played some good long rallies in the recent points, but with not much joy at the end of them. Oh, and that really doesn't help. That never feels good. And there we have it. In the end, after taking the first game, Adina Diaconu succumbed to her Joja 3-1. And that gives Tarnobrzeg of Poland, the Polish champions, 4 times European champions, a 2-matches-to-love lead in this tie in the ETTU Champions League Women's Final. Next up will be for Metz, Maria Tailakova, and for Tarnobrzeg, it will be Yang Xiaojian, the superstar from Monaco, who's had a baby last year and is now back and very, very strong. 38 years of age now, and she's been busy in 2026, coming back with some of the feeders in the World Table Tennis Series, played in Istanbul, Cappadocia, Senex. She lost to Luli Yangji of Australia, Park Gae-hyun of Korea, but she beat Swastika Ghosh of India. Also got the chance to play Japan's Hina Hayata in the 2026 World Table Tennis Champions in Doha. So she's been working her way back gradually, and she's been playing solidly and improving. And if she takes that, it will be a 3-0 victory for Tarnobrzeg over Metz. But I'm sure that Masha, in her last of her 5 years here at Metz, she'll be leaving at the end of this match for pastures new after a great time here. And Maria has to win this one to keep them in it. 25 years of age, under-ranked really in the world. Great friends with Adina, they grew up together. And didn't play yesterday, but was nominated for the golden match chance.
Tailakova is the reigning Russian champion. She won this year for the first time.
Yeah. Did I hear that she got married or getting married?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think so. And I think she's moving back to Russia. I think she's got a fella out there.
Well, her ranking is obviously quite low because she has not competed internationally for quite a bit now.
Yeah. So it's going to be closer, I think, than it looks on paper. But I have to say that the Polish champions are just looking so strong in depth.
Absolutely. Yang Xiaoxin is the favorite to win this match. But anyone who wins the Russian championship is a good player. That's well known. Yeah.
And once again, I think the Metz player is using fast, spinny rubbers on both sides with inverted pimples.
Correct.
So smooth. And so what does Yang Xiaoxin play with, to the best of your knowledge, Matilda?
She is using long pips on the backhand side. So similar to Shojav. Playing close to the table, controlling with the pips a lot, going over and playing with the pips, sometimes from forehand, using her backhand.
And interesting that she was hiding the pips during the knockup, not using them at all.
Yes, that's very common. You don't want your opponent to get used to the pips even before the match.
But it's the smooth-sided rubber on the forehand that Yang Xiaoxin using the heavy topspin to get it off the mark. Yeah, nice work from Tailakova. Pulls it back to 1-1. Good attack. A bit like Adina, she's got the longer levers and the greater power from distance. Xiaoxin expected to stay close to the table. Oh, great return of serve.
Tailakova has a beautiful backhand. It's her strongest side, even though her forehand is also very good.
Metz players Sarah Danut and Charlotte Lutz looking on from the bench. Also there, Hannah Goda next to her, you can see in the background, and she's just wondering whether she'll get a chance to play against her Jojoa. But that's going to require Masha to win this one for Metz. Looking very calm at the moment. An aggressive backhand drive with the long pimple and the spin. And maybe the flight of the ball not quite understood yet from Masha.
Exactly. I think that's where Yang Xiaoxin is going to try to play a lot on the wide forehand side of Tailakova.
Well, just about 3 or 4 millimeters too low. So top of the net and off. Keeps Yang slightly in the lead. That was a fast and heavy forehand push. I learned that in Sweden, you know.
Yeah, you went there to practice, right?
Yeah, many years ago, but yeah, got to practice with the men's team. Wonderful days, learnt a lot. They said they'd beat China, and they did.
They did. And they did again this World Championships.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that. So she was trying to get so much hook yank on that service that she just pulled around. And the ball just flew off the bat sideways.
Many times it's worth it to miss one serve or two if it means that all your other serves are really, really high quality. Then you win more points.
Yeah, it's a great point. Taking a calculated risk inevitably means you're going to lose something.
Exactly.
But you might lose one battle, but you win the war.
So those shots, Tailakova cannot afford to miss. It's one of her better shots when she can step in and play over the table with backhand.
Yeah, you're right. She needs to make 80–90% of those to stay in this match. 5-9. Small chance for Metz. She's going to really need one, preferably two, against the serve, against the two serves to come. Or will Yang race to victory in this first game? And that serve is just so fast. I stood really right up close, and when you're standing by the net, you realize just how fast that service is. It's a rocket. Oh, lovely. Really
Beautiful
wide.
backhand, yeah.
Yeah, well, you said the backhand was strong, and there, good touch. Well, first game to Yang, 11 points to 6. Pretty much Matilda Ekholm as you expected, I think.
Yes, I think Tailakova made a few mistakes she shouldn't have done. If she didn't, it would have been a close game. But Yang Xiaoxin is playing cleverly. Found Tailakova's wide forehand a couple of times.
Yeah.
And, there she is a little bit late many times because of I feel like she's pulling back the shoulder a little bit too much on the forehand side.
Okay.
Backhand, she's really fast and catching the ball really early. And I think Yang Xiaoxin knows this. We saw one example here where
And that was the serve that went wrong. But overall, Yang too strong. And Tailakova is going to have to come back and play very, very well. Get to those wide forehands and make the vast majority of her first attacks and follow them up as well. So, start of the second game. First game to Tarnobrzeg. And the hosts, well, they were called the favourites coming into this, even though Berlin, east side, that were the holders. But they were dispatched last night by Tarnobrzeg, and it looks like they've got well into Metz in this final. So Tarnobrzeg looking good, the hosts, the favourites, and in the lead. just clipped the nets. Gets Masha going. 2-love and serve. Is this an opportunity? Well, well. That's a great length of serve. Made Yang change her mind, huh? Wow. Well, you said the backhand was nice.
It is.
That was a gorgeous backhand. Right over the top of the ball. Nice long follow through. Oh, look at those countertop spins.
Very nice play.
Great stuff. Yang Xiaoxin's in shock. That final backhand, right in the corner. So, Metz with a chance. Home crowd urging on their player. And those are the ones that Masha needs to get on, I think.
Yes.
Yes, it's against the service, so the spin might be a little bit uncertain. But if she's going to go for it, needs 80–90%, I think. So difficult, but she's got to make them.
Yeah, it's important for her to keep the momentum now.
And she does. Well said, Matilda. Superb backhands.
Yes, very quick.
The Metz bench with a bit more hope. And that's the one I think you're talking about, the counter top spin. Just a little bit too much rotation on the shoulder backwards before the ball comes.
Correct. She needs to take the ball earlier or it's going to fly away like it did there.
Yeah, and that ball's so low. It wasn't long, but it was kind of a little bit too short to counter top spin. The ball's dropping by the time it got to Maria. Very difficult to deal with. And you can just feel Tarnobrzeg coming back. But no. 7-3 and serving now to Maria Tailakova. Metz bench and Luik looking a little bit more settled.
Very well played.
Yeah. Almost stepped backwards to play that one.
Yeah, she's serving on purpose, just off the edge. Second bounce. And then she knows that the first topspin is not going to be super powerful.
Yeah.
Same thing again. Allowing Yang Xiaoxin to play a soft opener and then she can counterattack. It's a very good strategy.
Yeah. You can see the alertness. She's in the zone. Well, I was saying she needed 80–90%. And since I last mentioned it, that's exactly what she's achieved.
Yep.
All credit to Metz here. And then another one. That went quickly, didn't it? 11-3, and it's one game all. Metz are back in this tie.
Wydaje się, że dość zaskakująco przebiegał ten set numer 2, jak Państwo widzą, przegrany przez Yang Xiaoxin.
Luik talking about the change of angles and when to use which.
Mamy remis w setach 1-1, ale kluczowa informacja to oczywiście meczowe prowadzenie drużyny tarnobrzeskiej 2-0.
So a few highlights from that last game. So Tarnobrzeg were one game to love up, but good recovery from Maria from Metz.
Yeah, Yang Xiaoxin needs to play more to Tailakova middle forehand, I think.
Yeah. I think underneath the playing arm more. I mean, Tailakova has longer levers, so maybe we'll see a little bit of that from Yang Xiaoxin in this game.
Yeah, Tailakova's middle is not really where everybody else's middle is. because
Yes, because she steps to play backhand.
Exactly.
Well, Yang Xiaoxin did try it immediately, but 1 point to Metz. Just a slight mistime there. Yeah, and again, that ball was kind of middle forehand. Danger area for Tailakova.
Yang Xiaoxin is really quick, so
Isn't she?
you need to be ready. Hand up.
Quick shout out to the ball boys and ball girls picking up the spare balls. Thank you for your work. We'll see you on the table soon, I hope. Wow, what a lovely counter topspin.
Yes,
And that's the way you want her to do it.
exactly. Not a big movement, just keeping the hand up and using the power of Yang Xiaoxin's topspin.
Oh, Tailakova did everything right and got no luck at all. She coped with so many. She looks disgusted. Oh dear. Great to see so many Polish women supporters in the crowd. Urging on Tailakova.
It's another serve, just barely going long. At this level, most players will serve half long
Half
or
long,
really,
yeah.
really long. It's rare to see really short serves nowadays.
Yeah, with the really short serve, you get the risk of less spin, you increase the angles for the other person,
Exactly.
and you've got less time to prepare your shot. So
Yeah. If the short is, if the serve is really short, then it's easy to play back really short. So as the server, then you have to cover the whole table.
Zbigniew and Ying a bit happier. Yang Xiaoxin now 6-3 and back in the lead. It's not quite been the same Tailakova at the start of this game, but that certainly did the business. Very calm, isn't she?
She is.
And that's difficult. Long pimples, attack off the net. Nasty combination.
But comparing Yang Xiaoxin with Shoja in the last match,
Yes.
Yang Xiaoxin is using her pips quite a bit more aggressively,
Yeah.
not changing the pace too much. Other
Yeah,
when
that's
she
right.
chop blocks or really slows it down, but in general, it's mostly the same pace. So if you can get into the rhythm, it's easier than against Shoja.
Well, timeout called. 1 minute break. Score is 1 game all and 7-6 to Tarnobrzeg. Yang Xiaoxin slightly ahead. And it's the home team that have called the timeout.
Yes, it is.
And Ying is so much more aggressive off the court than she is on it.
Yeah, Han Ying, she knows this game really well. I imagine she's a very good coach. One of her biggest strengths is obviously her brain when she's playing, finding solutions when it doesn't look well. She almost always comes out on top.
Yeah. Wonderful at comebacks, wonderful survivor. Nice counter topspin from Yang Xiaoxin.
Yeah, Tailakova needs to go somewhere else, middle or wider forehand.
Oh,
Beautiful.
super high speed. Wonderful forehand flip from Tailakova to get it going, and then counters all over the place.
Yeah, really, really nice receive. So far out in the forehand side, but still, she managed to get it back.
Yeah, just Tailakova there, just push Xiaoxin just slightly away from the table. If that happens, I think Tailakova has the advantage.
Yep.
Serving to save the game. Needs one of these two. Doesn't get the first one. So 3 game points for Yang Xiaoxin of Tarnobrzeg to take the Polish champions into a 2-1 games lead in this match. And that's enough. And you see a big grip of the wrist there. Yang Xiaoxin looking absolutely determined there. 2 games to 1. And she's going to get herself a good talking to now from Ying.
Indeed.
Doesn't matter how well you do, there's always a real focus required for the next game as well.
Yeah, I think they're gonna tell her to continue playing the ball exactly that placement, just outside the middle, where Tailakova cannot step over and play with her backhand. She has to use forehand. It's not very comfortable there.
Just a couple there, forehands off the end. And the players preparing for the 4th game. Maria already at the table. But it's going to be Yang Xiaoxin to serve first in this 4th game. And this is a game that Metz have to win to stay in this final. Again, we're looking for that just shorter backswing for Tailakova's counter topspin. See there on the scoreboard how close the hosts are to taking this match and the Champions League of Europe.
Tailakova still has a timeout, so if she loses this point, I think she's going to take it.
We may never know. She takes the point. It's a very, very powerful forehand topspin. It was interesting, I mean, that Tailakova had won the 2nd game so easily, 11-3. See if she can reproduce some of that pattern.
Yeah, Yang Xiaoxin allowed her to play a lot more backhand that set.
Focus. Heavy topspin serve. And the home crowd warming up to a potential victory here. Yeah, see Yang Xiaoxin trying to play into the middle of the table and not the backhand, but put under too much pressure by Maria. This game is anybody's. Good recovery from Metz. As soon as she hit that, I thought she'd miss-hit it altogether, but she's managed just to get another chance at it.
Perfect up.
Yeah, good half-long serve, just dropping to table height as it gets to the end for the topspin. And again, Yang Xiaoxin it's just worth the risk for her, isn't it, to spin it up to the forehand. Maria's just missing a couple.
She's putting a lot of spin on the ball. She doesn't need to go too fast. She knows. She's also ready if it's coming back too.
Very awkward for the class backhand of Tailakova to get used well against the long pimple. And the timeout is called. I've seen that from Loic Beljuiz. So the last opportunity to get this back together.
Or to the middle. But going back to the forehand side is tricky because Yang Xiaoxin is so quick there.
Okay, so it's 2-1, best of 5 and 5-4 in points to the server. Yang Xiaoxin of Tarnobrzeg, Poland. I have to say, Tailakova's first topspin was great, but just as you said, Matilda, she's got to be able to play 3 or 4, not just the one.
Yeah, it's very quick.
It's easy to say from here.
But almost always coming cross.
Ah, so she could predict the follow-up. Crowd clapping, the Polish bench on their feet. Every point now that Yang Xiaoxin wins. Tailakova still there, 7-5. Yeah, good fast backspin into the middle.
Yeah, have to be really quick there.
And again, Yang Xiaozin is using Tailakova's longer levers against her. Very clever play. Oh!
Beautiful.
Tailakova really got hold of the previous forehand and set herself up for a wonderful, wonderful cross-court backhand. 6-8, 2 serves to come. Can she save the final? If she can, the next match will be her Zhozha against Hannah Goda. I would love to see it happen.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
Well, back to 8-all. It's all change again. Off camera, very thoughtful Yang Xiaozin.
Let's see if we have another step around now. Yang Xiaozin has been trying to step around a lot this game.
Yeah, good point, and she goes for it. Oh, the gap was there. Well, that was 50-50. Tailakova so close to making that ball on the counter topspin. But Yang, 2 points from the match and the title. Match point, and it's match point for European Champions League. This is the first moment of match point before victory in the ETTU Champions League Women Final Four. We've loved it over the last weekend with Berlin East Side and with Cartagena from Spain. But this is crunch time. And that's such a heavy backspin. Yang Xiaozin takes it. Tarnobrzeg are delighted. They've done what they set out to do. They've invested in it. They've worked for it. Zbigniew, I think he's almost in tears. Matilda, what a great match, but 3-0 to Tarnobrzeg in the end.
Well, they're just too good. It's simple as that. They're better than all the other teams. It's well deserved, obviously. I think Metz put up a good fight. They tried hard. Some impressive play from all their players, really. So kudos to them.
Yeah, Yufu, part of the celebrations. You've been part of the squad. It's been a long season. They've travelled and played all across Europe. 3 good teams from Czech Republic, Czechia, Hungary, 3 great teams from France, Portugal, Spain. But in the end, the final 4 was Cartagena, Spanish champions. It was Metz, French champions. It was Berlin East Side, the holders, who went out last night to Tarnobrzeg, and Tarnobrzeg again taking this, the final match, 3-0. Hannah Goda, even with Hannah Goda and Adina Diaconu before Tailakova, they were unable to take one of the matches, and that's victory to the Polish hosts here, who are all delighted. So Metz are going to be a bit different next year, Matilda, because Adina and Maria are both leaving, so they'll be having to do a rebuild. I wonder whether they'll be able to rebuild their squad as strong.
Yeah, I mean, Metz has been consistently one of the best teams in Europe for a while now. I'm sure they have something in mind for next season.
And she's improved a lot. And I was surprised she was playing so good against me.
Zapytałem oczywiście Hanning o ten niesamowity mecz, naprawdę pełen spektakularnych akcji z Haną Godą. Powiedziała, że to jest młoda zawodniczka, ale robi niesamowite postępy i nie spodziewała się takiego oporu właśnie w tym spotkaniu. And of course, second question, fifth title, your fifth title with KTS Enea Siarkopol Tarnobrzeg, is it still tastes the same?
Of course, after we lose last year, the title and this year means a lot for us. I'm so proud of our team.
Zapytałem, czy po 5 zdobytych tytułach cały czas to mistrzostwo smakuje tak samo. Oczywiście Hanning odpowiedziała, że jest dumna ze swojego
Ying,
zespołu.
always
i
the
nadal
professional.
smakuje to.
She's delighted.
Niesamowicie.
She's so
Wielkie
proud of her
brawa dla
team.
Hanning. Clap your hands for Hanning!
And the crowd love her. She's adored here. Speaking in both English and Polish. Ying internationally representing Germany.
Bohaterką Hanning, ale także cały zespół ciężko zapracował na ten sukces.
So the officials gather,
Cieszymy się wspólnie z
they prepare the cup, and there's going to be a big presentation. All sorts of media and mobile phones going off everywhere, camera work, microphones. It was a great match, but you have to say, Matilda, that Tarnobrzeg really deserved their victory in the end.
Yeah, I mean the average level of their players is just super solid. Top players in the world, all of them. Not much to do.
Yeah, and when the European number 10 isn't strong enough to get in your team, you know you've got a good club.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm happy for the home crowd. Get to see this win. And it's been a good turnout.
Yeah, it's great to see a lot of spectators here, a lot of women spectators here as well. It's wonderful to see. And as you can see there, in the end, it was Yang Xiaozhen that brought home the trophy.
Ceremony.
It's been great to see Hana Goda, of course. What a future star.
Yeah.
Already so accomplished and clever play, wise at the table. Sometimes gets a little bit too eager, but many times it works out in her favor too. She's very aggressive, doesn't give her opponents any time. Yeah, I'm curious to see what's coming.